Hi, and welcome to Paper Route Scrapbooking. I'm Nadine, and today I'm starting with a sketch from the 30 Days of Sketches with Christy's Beautiful Life, Series 18. Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm starting with a sketch from the Series 18 of 30 Days of Sketches with Christy's Beautiful Life. All of the sketches are sent to Christy specifically to be used for the series, and if you like to be inspired by sketches, you can find all of the sketches from all 18 series in the albums section of Christy's Facebook group called 30 Days of Sketches with Christy's Beautiful Life. You can find a link to that in the description box of this video, along with the link to a collaborative playlist where scrappy YouTubers who are using the sketches from this series can add their videos, and viewers like you can watch a variety of interpretations of each sketch. Today is day 23, and our sketch creator is Amee Jay. I did not find Amee online sharing her scrappy goodness, so if you know where to find her, please let me know in the comments so that I can tag her and give her some credit for this beautiful sketch. So Amee Jay created a double page sketch. Unfortunately, I am working with pre-printed photos and only have a couple photos for this particular layout. So I am just going to improvise and do half. So I'm going to use this side of the sketch as an inspiration, but I'm not going to use a flower. I'm just going to use kind of like this idea that things are sprouting out of the photos, kind of a thing. And I have some scraps that I'm hoping I can use for that. So they're triangle shaped. I don't know what I did with this group of papers beforehand, but had something to do with triangles. So I am going to get started. I have this roadside attraction here. It looks like a patchwork horse made of metals, and it is in Radium, BC. And so this is the sign from the restaurant. So I have those two photos today. I have already cut some photo mats because I wanted to sand them, and that really shakes the camera. So I thought I would do that before I turn on the camera. And they are from, well, this scrap was in here, so I must have used the cardstock for something, but I wanted to sand it down a little bit and show the pattern, even though most of it's going to get covered up. I just want it to have that distressed look. I also distressed the edges of the cardstock, so those are going to be my photo mats. It's a Coordinations cardstock, that one. So here's what it looked like before. So that's what I'm using for my photo mats. And then I have these like super random Western papers from a bunch of different things. This one says Cosmo Cricket. This one says Sandy Lion. This one doesn't say anything. And I don't think these ones do either. These are, I think, from a paper pad, if I remember correctly, about boys. And then this one is a wood grain that has two different kinds of wood grain, but I don't feel like this one really matches, although that was the side that was showing when I pulled it out. So, but I'm going to use this as my background actually. So we're going to start with that. So I'll just scooch these over. The cut pieces are scraps from similar papers to that were in there as well. So they're like all kind of cut angled and stuff. But I thought I would start with these scraps and see what I can do. In this homemade kit, I also have this, what looks like denim colored magic mesh. And so I'm thinking this, and then my photos to go here. And then I thought, since we have like this floral piece, and I don't have really like a floral cut or anything, and I don't really want to pull out my Cricut because I'm kind of cut short for time, I'm just thinking that I will, like, I don't know, I'm not really sure what's going to happen, but I'm thinking something like that I can, maybe not that one, it's too similar in color, I don't know, but something like this. What do you guys think? And then maybe this one in the middle somehow, something like that. Okay, something like that. So that's what I'm going to start with. And yeah, So that's kind of my idea of how to use this kind of imagery as inspiration. So let's get started. I think I'm going to ink everything today in Vintage Photo Distress ink. So I'm just going to change out my applicator to have this one. And I am going to ink the edges of all of those. All right, so I did a few things. I did my journaling tag. I also put some chipboard scraps on the back of my photo so I could give this one a little bit of dimension. There we go, that looks about right. Then on here I want to also add my date. So I still have this brown ink out that I used a couple of days ago on a different layout. And I'm just going to stamp that right up here. There we go. Oops. We got that covered. And then we can add, I grabbed this scrapper's floss for my tag. I think it'll, here we go. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to glue that down. Oh. Okay, so then I've got my photos, journaling, date, and I need a title. So I grabbed these. This one's going to be a little bit longer. And so what I did was I took those little tiles. I think I did this in another layout recently to show, but I'll tell you again, as I just took each one of the ones that I wanted and I stuck them onto, so this is like a sheet of, from my roll, I think I put it away already, of glue dots. And so so then I just stuck one letter down on each glue dot, and that's how I am sticking them to my page. So these ones are kind of like different angles, kind of a more whimsical look to them. And then these ones are more, they're square and they don't have that like whimsy font either. There we go. So there's my title. All right, and then for embellishments, I grabbed this sheet of Recollections dimensional stickers, and I thought I would just use these to embellish my layout. So I'm kind of thinking maybe this one. That's leaving a little bit of trapped space. I don't like that. Maybe here. And then maybe this one down here. And this one up here. Okay. That'll do the trick. Okay, so we've used up this as well as this. This turned out, this was not mesh, this was a sticker. So anyway, laid that down too. And this was a scrap from that homemade kit that I had shown at the beginning. And then for my finishing touches, I grabbed these wood veneer stars and these gems. And at first I was like, which one am I going to use? And now I think I'm going to use both. So let's just find spots around each little clustery bit for my stars. So we have 1, 2, 3 stars in this spot, 1, 2, 3 stars in this spot, and 1, 2, 3 stars in this spot. And then we're just going to add one of these little amber colored gems to each spot where we put a star. And that will be our finishing touch for today. Okay, so now we have a star and a gem in 1, 2, 3 spots here, 1, 2, 3 spots here, and 1, 2, 3 spots here. So we have those cute little clusters with the little finishing touches, and I feel like my layout is complete. Now, let's bring back our sketch. And remember, we were gonna go through and do this one. We were just gonna not worry about the right-hand side because I only had those 2 photos. And so mine looks drastically different from Amee Jay's sketch, but I hope you can see where I found the inspiration with this line in behind this, it's not floral, but like this element across the top of the photos. My title's in the same place. I did move my journaling because of the one page. I didn't have the other page to balance it out, so I wanted to balance it with this. And yeah, so I hope you can kind of see the connection. Now I do see that Amee Jay has some splattering on hers. And a little bit up here. There we go. Okay, so I think this is the completed layout for today, and I hope that you are feeling inspired. There will be a close-up shot of the layout and a couple of detail shots at the end of the video. I also post my layouts on Instagram and on my Facebook page, so I hope you'll pop over there as well. The links are in the description box. A big thank you to Christy for putting on another series of 30 Days of Sketches, and to our sketch creator today, Amee Jay. If you know where to find Amee Jay, please let me know in the comments so I can go and give her some thanks. And if you're here from the 30 Days of Sketches playlist, thank you so much for spending time on my channel. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and then I hope that you'll come back again. That's it for today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. If you have any questions or comments, just leave them down below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Have a great day, everyone. Bye for now.